Hello, I'm Lynne Lawrence, the Executive Director of AMI, and I'm delighted to be welcoming you to this online Lead Montessori conference held under the auspices of the Montessori Institute, Prague. Well, what an incredible year it has been for all of us so far. But also, what a perfect opportunity we have had to reflect on the work of Maria Montessori and to show us how relevant it continues to be today and into our future. Maria Montessori was a scientist, an activist, an educator, and a visionary. In today's vocabulary, we might say she was an extraordinary humanitarian, tirelessly seeking to improve the health and happiness of humankind. She was also, using today's vocabulary, an ecologist, highlighting the relationships and interactions between organisms and their environment, understanding the particular responsibility of Earth stewardship that falls to humankind if they understand, in Montessori terms, their cosmic task. In The Formation of Man, Montessori says this: "To the young child, we give guides to the world and the possibility to explore it through his own free activity. To the older child, we must give not the world, but the cosmos, and a clear vision of how the cosmic energies act in the creation and maintenance of our globe." As an activist, she initially focused on the rights of women to be treated equally and, on behalf of the poor, to health and housing. But most significantly, for almost 50 years, her activism was directed to advocating for the rights of children to be allowed to grow and develop into healthy and happy human beings, enabling all children to fulfill the promise that each one is born with. In Education and Peace, she says, directing our action toward mankind means first and foremost doing so with regard to the child. The child, that forgotten citizen, must be appreciated in accordance with his true value. His rights as a human being who shapes all of mankind must become sacred, and the secret laws of normal psychic development must light the way for civilization. This year alone has presented us all with many challenges and realizations and a continued exploration of our relevance. The global COVID-19 pandemic has affected us all, but it cannot have gone unnoticed that it has disproportionately affected the poor and the elderly, hit hardest at the disenfranchised and the marginalized. We have also witnessed continued violation of human rights and children's rights all around the world, highlighting the astonishing need to continually remind societies that all humans deserve equitable treatment, no matter their race, their gender, their belief system, or their cultural values. The health of planet Earth has this year also become centre stage. 7.6 million people in 185 countries took to the streets in September 2019 to raise awareness of the necessity for global action to protect our planet, the largest number ever mobilised on one day for this cause. And as we all know, closer to home, we have marvelled at the amazing impact our lack of travel has had on the planet, showing us how we can so quickly make the positive change we know is needed for a sustainable future for generations to come. What these events have done is to focus us all on where our attention needs to be now and in the future, if we are to have the impact on the world which Maria Montessori worked so hard to achieve. To do this, we have had to examine what we know to be the essence of our approach, examine the deeper purposes of our approach, and why it is that we believe in the importance of educating children in the way that we do from birth to adulthood. To understand more than ever what a developmental approach actually means in its broadest context, while navigating the challenge of reaching trainees, children, teachers, parents in the most unusual of circumstances. We have needed to refocus on the fact that, at its most profound level, our approach develops children who love learning, who have a deep connection to the world around them, its origins, and its potential. It's an approach that prepares children to be responsible citizens, responsible to themselves, to others, and to their environment. It's an approach that values deep engagement, reflection, problem solving, creativity, thoughtfulness, and a questioning attitude. It values kindness, empathy, and service for the greater good. It is one that is deeply committed to doing everything it can to enable children to contribute to a better society, a more just and equitable world. The work that we do is to help create healthy, happy, fully realized human beings. And we can only do that if we protect the natural development of those children, observing them, responding to their developmental needs with the tools that we have in hand. And perhaps we can view Montessori education as the ecological approach to education, as it serves humankind and the planet by protecting the natural resources that all children bring with them into this world. I hope you have a wonderful few days exploring together, deepening your understanding, reflecting on what we know and what we come to know, and sharing your common purpose. And as we chart these new times together, I really hope that as we go forward into the future together, we reflect on our origins and keep as our guide, keep as our inspiration, the words of Maria Montessori. Have a wonderful few days. I look forward to hearing the great richness that is going to come into this Montessori